Today, when I finish painting, this bird will look like this. So stick around and you can see how I paint this bird. This is acrylic and I put a little bit of oil on it to start with, and it was from the last video, and I believe it's right underneath her eye in this area, and her beak and her wings. So today I'm going to start adding oil to other parts of her body, and she's actually got a little bit of green in the front here, and I've used a really bright green. It is Viridian, and then a little bit of yellow, cad yellow. Now the Viridian green is Grumbacher. Just so you know, I didn't have Viridian in Gamblin. I'm just adding in the green on her stomach. She's got green and white, which I'll add the white in again. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Welcome to DK Bull Chat. And this part is darker, so I don't need to worry about, I'm not going to be concerned about putting green in there right now. But I will come back here and get the white. And then she's going to need some brown underneath it. I'm just going right over where I put the green and above it, just a little bit. As soon as I pick up paint on my brush, I'm going to load it with more paint. I wiped it off and then I loaded more. Gonna wipe it off again. It's got more green. It keeps picking up the green because it's wet. There we are. And then we're going to put a little bit of white down here. I'm going to wipe off the brush again because it's got green on it. I don't really want green down here. She also has a little bit of white at the base of her tail, right here. There's a seam of white right along the side here. It's just how her feathers are. These feathers are in a perfect little row. You're going to need a little bit of brown in it too, on that side. So sort of a brown gray. I have a Bible verse today. It is, I am overtaken and chased down by the blessings of God. Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 2, and Luke 6, 38. It's one of the verses that I meditate on occasionally. There we go. Let me get the eye pretty much like the picture. All right. She's got a little bit of brown at the base of each feather on her tummy. So right underneath that green. Move around the paint here. So I have a little round brush that'll do it. Okay, so I'm going to pull up into those feathers. Wipe it off again. up. Kind of patterned, but it is also random. The feather design. Go for the white again. It's like a lighter gray. Get a little bit of gray in that. And these could be blended out a little bit too. Use the same fan brush to blend. I'm going to blend that over again one more time. kind of almost bleeds into the next color in the image. Yeah, that's looking good. And go back to the white. I'm going to make a little line on her back of lighter green, just on the outside where the light's hitting it. So that's going to be the green that I already have mixed with white. Turn her upside down so I got the right angle. I'm going to have to thin down this paint a little bit with some medium. I'm still using lean medium. Don't know that I'll switch up to fat. I started with lean and I'm still using lean. Okay, what I need to do is move that paint. I'll use a little brush. It's a little round brush. Micro Mini 20. It's good for pushing around paint. I'm going to go right up to that line, that edge line that I just put in there. Grab some gray. Okay, I'm going to blend it out a little bit with the fan brush. And I think I already got the eye. I think I got that on the first video. There's a little design that's sort of brown. Let me get more brown. It's brownish black. And it's right underneath the front of the eye. So I'm going to take off anything that came out. If I have to make it bigger, I will. But right now I'm just going to leave that line the way it is and blend it on the underneath part, which is coming back around this way to do that. Back around. I've got a little bit of the wing I need to put back in. And I think it's just about done. It's going to be brown and a little bit of white. And it comes up underneath her wing. Oil blends so well. It's super easy. I'm going to get a dry fan brush, not the one I was using before because it's got paint on it already. I'm going to pull in from that line. So the line's still there, but it's just going to be less. I'm going to get some of the brown and a little bit of white. Okay, I'm going to get some white on a fine tip brush. And then all I need is some white and a little bit of medium on it. Little feathers on her head. And they're in little rows. I'm just gonna, so you just kind of get the idea of rows. There's not perfect little rows because it's at an angle. So I'm going to get that to blend out a little bit with a little blender brush. I need to come in from this side to do that. I'm just going to leave the white edge on the outside. And I'm gonna get some more green, a little bit of light green. Where it's turned kind of gray here, I'm gonna put it green. This is all white. She's got little white feathers underneath her arm as well. Okay. And I think I blended this pretty well on her wing, but I'm going to do it one more time. And she's got this part here blended a little bit. I don't need green in there, but I'll go the other way. I think she might be good. Yeah. The top part of her beak is more brown. I'm going to put that in real quick and then call it done. This part where her little feathers are, it looks like it's more brown. I'm going to zoom in right here. Just put in the brown there. And there's a bit of white in her eye. I'm going to do that with this fine tip brush as well. I already have the white thinned down. I'm just going to pick up some of that paint. Same with the brown, picking up a little bit of it. I'm not moving it around, I don't want to blend it. I'm just removing a little of it. There we go. And on the top of her beak, she has gray, but she also has a little bit of white right at the very top. I'll blend that in with my little blender brush. There we go. And then she has a lighter color of, it's like a tan sort of color, with some brown, with some white. That'll work. And make the little edges of her feathers on the top. And again, I need to pick up a little bit of that paint. Just going to take a Q-tip and touch it right there. There we go. I don't need to do much with it. I'm putting in the little edges of the feathers. I think that's good. I think it's good for today. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe to DK Bowl Chat. Come paint with me. And I will put on the video all the brushes I used. I'm going to put those at the beginning. Yeah, and you're going to already see it. So thank you for joining me today. Please subscribe to DK Bowl Chat. And if you have a positive comment, I'd love to hear it. And I will see you in the next video. God bless you.